Now you have Hebrew Israelite men who beat women. Some have even killed women. They drag them, they call them out of their names, do all kinds of wicked, evil things to them. And when this woman decides that she no longer wants to be with this man, she no longer wants to be abused and mistreated and called out of her name, this man says that she has demons and that she doesn't love Yah, that she's rebelling, and that she doesn't want to be a part of the culture. I mean, anything they can do to deflect from the wickedness that they themselves had. Now, I personally, over the years, have talked to so many sisters who have called up crying and just so bewildered at the treatment that they have received from these brute beasts. And their spirits have been completely crushed. These women have been brought low to the ground because of the mistreatment and abuse from Hebrew Israelite men.
You know, when I heard the testimony of those young brothers that did the video stereotypes, I totally get why they no longer want to go by the name Hebrew Israelite. They call themselves Ivory Yashareli or Yasharel. Can you blame them? I agree. We need to detach ourselves from the Hebrew Israelite madness. I have heard similar testimony of others saying the same thing. People are Googling Hebrew Israelite and they are seeing all types of horrible footage, many of which we have already shown in this video. Our awakening has been tarnished tremendously. There are so many people that have come into this truth only to get discouraged by this nonsense and have turned back to Christianity or some other religion. Woe to you shepherds that scatter Yah's sheep. We have got to draw a line between those that are righteous and those that are foolish. This stuff we see on the street corners is foolishness. I'm not against someone going out on the street corners preaching. I used to go out in the streets preaching too. But when you go out in the streets in front of the heathen and you preach all this foolishness, know that Yah's name is on you. And you are polluting his name among the heathen. The things that's going on in these camps and assemblies are making Christianity look good.
You know, many have decided to no longer be referred to as Hebrew Israelite, even though initially we thought that was the right thing to do. But in doing further research, that is not what we were called historically. As we pointed out earlier in this documentary, we showed that we were called Ivory or Ivrim, and that the term Hebrew was created by the same people who created the term Jew, you see. And so we opted out of Christianity or being called Christians. We are doing the same with Hebrew Israelite because there is just too much negativity connected to a term that was not historically what we were called. Now on the flip side of that, there are people who call themselves Hebrew Israelite that are righteous. They love Yah, they love Yah's people, they love our culture, and they are not a part of all of the negativity that you see, all of the anger, the bitterness, the lies, the hypocrisy, and all this other negative stuff that you see being connected to being called a Hebrew Israelite. I want you to keep that in mind and not think that we are attacking those people. This is not an attack on anyone, but merely pointing out the truth of the matter.
Now I know it's not all of those that call themselves Hebrew Israelites that's doing this stuff, but those that are righteous are being linked with the bad. People aren't taking the time to see if you're like them or not. That's the problem. These camps and assemblies are being a stumbling block to the lost sheep of Israel. Woe to you that have cast an occasion to fall before Yah's people. There will be a day of reckoning, and they will be judged. Choose ye this day whom you will serve, Hebrew Israelites or Yah.
If you're supposed to be the light of the world, why are your fruits displaying darkness? The Bible says that ye shall know them by their fruits. And right now, most of your fruit looks rotten to the core. Another thing, do you think that a wise man would tell his enemy what his next move is? You all clearly lack wisdom, and it shows.
A tarnish awakening. A tarnish awakening. A tarnish awakening. A tarnish awakening.
Yeah! Yahuwah rebuke the one that's speaking evil to my people, telling them we're superior, the grafted in ain't equal. Alphabet camps are truly the Pharisees of today, saying the 12 tribes are the only ones to be saved. What does the book say? My house of prayer truly for all nations. So while y'all hating, y'all better be praying y'all make it, cause we all waiting for the return of the lawmaker. You calling white people devils when really see y'all Satan. This culture not a cult, so dead that cult like behavior, seeking multiple wives instead of seeking the savior. Yet the star-rim fan is what you readily claim. Funny cause Ashkenazi Khazarians do the same. Quit playing. You don't really rep Yahuwah's name on street corners like gangs, bringing Hebrews to shame. This ain't a game. 501c3 acquired for fame. You're void of the Ruach King reaching the pain.
Can't walk in hate. A tarnish awakening. Repentance not too